Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Marvelous Movie Mondays. We got more trivia for you people. Two returning competitors will be facing off in the first match. One returning competitor will be facing off against a rookie, but none of them are strangers to the channel. It's a very exciting day. Kelsey, first off, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Dill. How are you doing?
I'm good. Coming over the end of my little cold, so you can probably hear
Oh,
my voice
good.
is better than it was last week for our commentary track. I'm just excited to see these people compete again. You know, they learned a lot from their first matches, seeing what they'll take into this next second match for some of them. Zach, his third match, and then to see Matt, the big surprise. Matt is annoying me because he still hasn't even told me his nickname. He says he can't be bothered to give me a nickname. He's acting
That is
like
so Matt.
it's so mad. He keeps saying the MCU isn't cinema, so why should my name follow any sort of guidelines? Or I don't know. I'm trying to get a nickname out of him. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But we have two matches till that, or we have a whole match to go until his match. So let's get to the match that we're starting with, and that is an exciting second match for both Chad and Stacy. Chad, I can do this all day. Webb, Stacy, the Feisty Phoenix Morris. Both had really, really strong first showings. Kelsey, what are you most excited to see with them on their return?
I'm excited to watch either one of these competitors get their first win on our
Yeah.
league.
That's
It's
right.
an exciting day. I love when people are starting to come back now, come for second and third games, and it's just really exciting. It makes me feel really special that people want to, keep competing on our channel.
Right. Yeah, one of them will be getting their first win. One of them will be 0-2, but I mean, these competitors are all so good that being 0-2 in this league just means that your wins are coming soon. You know, they're all very, very strong competitors. So why don't we just get to the match and introduce them and talk to them to see how they've been prepping for this. Starting first, let me take this border away so we can fit everyone in the frame. He faced off against JD in his debut match. He's back with a bit of a vengeance. It is Chad. I can do this all day, Webb. Chad, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. It seems like everyone in your league is gunning for me. So I have to watch more and more movies and the shows, a lot more, I guess. But today, it's Stacy. I know Stacy pretty well. I don't know how much she actually watches MCU. I'm convinced she only watches the Thor movies on repeat, specifically Thor Ragnarok. And she stops at the Matt Damon part and just rewinds, plays. I'm convinced that's all she does. But yeah, basically, since she's a Thor type and I'm a Cap type, we're gonna have to find out who's actually worthy today.
Ooh, that's true. That's true.
Nice. Well, let's meet your competitor. She is also 0-1 in this league, but she went up against Corey Ross in the first match. Showed a very valiant effort, taking it all the way to the 5-pointer. It is the Feisty Phoenix, Stacy Morris. Stacy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So since your last match, like, what have you done to prep? Do you just watch Thor Ragnarok in that one scene over and over again? Like, what has your studying been like? What is your approach to this second match?
So I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, which has taught me how to get my ass kicked gracefully. So that's been my prep. Today, I watched some of the previous matches, and Corey quizzed me some.
That's great.
I saw Moon Knight in Multiverse of Madness.
Nice. And just to reiterate, Multiverse of Madness will not be part of the MCU Trivia League until it's available for streaming, so more people can see it. But everything else is. But yeah, you guys helped each other study in the last match. I remember that was what was so exciting for this one. Do you think either of you learned anything from just studying with one another that you think you will be able to use to your advantage? I don't know if you want to say what it is, but do you think that'll have any sort of advantage, Chad or Stacy?
I mean, Chad definitely helped me with composers and stuff, which I didn't like long-term memorize, but I wrote down. So I looked those over.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a while back, like when we were both first doing our first matches. We haven't like studied together since.
Oh, no.
So, don't want to help your competitor.
Okay, well, let's get to it. How round one will work, as always. The players will be asked 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. Players will have about 15 seconds to write down their answer. Players will reveal their written answers and speak them aloud. Each question is worth only 1 point, but if a competitor gets all 10 questions right, they will be asked an 11th bonus question. So you could get 11 points in this first round. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. We have never had an issue with that. And players have 3-time heists available, which are repeats if they want to hear the question again for clarity, or if they want to just buy themselves more time to think about the answer. And they have 1 Mjolnir apiece, which is a challenge. If you feel like a question has been asked unfairly, has been ruled unfairly, if you believe your competitor is wrong when they were marked right, or vice versa, I don't know why you would do it the other way around, but if you want to challenge, you can challenge, and we will think it over, talk it over, and address that as follows. So I'm going to ask one more time. First off, Kelsey, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. Stacy, are you ready?
I'm ready, as I'm going to be.
Chad, are you ready?
I can do this all day.
Kelsey, say the catchphrase.
Oh, let the marvelous movie match begin.
That's right. So, Kelsey, do you want the odds or evens here?
I'll take the odds.
Cool. All right, go
Why
ahead.
not? All right, in the category of phase 1. Oh, I have a feeling Stacy will like this question. In Thor, what drink does Thor try and like so much it causes him to smash the cup and exclaim, "Another"?
Very fun moment.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Referenced
before you finish asking the question.
Those are always the best type of questions, when you know it before it's even over. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I meant 5. Thor. 3, 2, 1. Chad, what do you got?
I just guessed. I don't know. Beer, Guinness.
That is incorrect. Stacy?
Coffee.
It is coffee.
That is
There's
correct.
a cup of coffee. That's okay. Still early. Stacy getting first blood here.
Question 2. Question.
In phase 2, this is not a Thor question, although he is in the movie. What is the name of Clint Barton's wife, played by Linda Cardellini, who we meet in Avengers: Age of Ultron? I mean, you can give both the first and last name, though I did just say Barton, so the first name will suffice. Great character.
A great character, great actress. Big fan of Linda Cardellini.
Same.
Yeah. And 5, 4, that's right. 3, 2, and 1. Stacy, what do you got?
I don't have any idea. I said Claire, which is wrong, but I kept thinking of Clara Barton, who is a nurse a long time ago.
That is incorrect, but a good guess. Yeah. And Chad, do you have it?
Yeah, same, Stacy. I had no idea. Sarah?
Is incorrect. We were looking for Laura Barton. All right.
Oh my God! Another L name.
Mrs. Barton, but you pointed out the fact that you said Barton twice already. So.
All right. Question number 3 in the category of phase 3. What is the name of the all-female militia led by General Okoye in Black Panther? Also seen in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That's right. And they're also seen at Disneyland at the Avengers campus. They walk around. It is very exciting.
Yes, they are. Known for fighting
Not that I've seen them in person, but yeah.
We got to go. We got to make it there one day.
Yes.
Mark our words. We will be there.
Someday. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. And Chad, what do you got?
These questions are hard. Wakanda Warriors? Like
that is
they
incorrect,
have it on their jersey?
Good guess. Good guess. Stacy, what do you got?
This is not right either, but it's close. But I couldn't remember the exact words. I put the Dora Milaje, which you can't really see, which is wrong. It's not.
No, that is. Can you just hold it a little closer to the screen?
Oh, sorry. I'm so bad at positioning.
Yeah, that is correct. Yep, with the J.
Wow.
You're correct. The Dora Milaje or Dora Milaje. That is correct. So Stacey
I didn't really think it was Dora.
It is Dora Milaje. In question 4, in the category of the Avengers, this can apply to any of the 4 Avengers films. What does Phil Coulson want Steve Rogers to sign in the Avengers? We just talked about this movie, Kelsey, on our last podcast last week.
Yes, we sure did. And we talked about this moment.
Yeah.
And how we thought that, Nick Fury was Maybe has
Don't give
some.
hints. Don't give hints. Don't give
If
hints.
the purple marker
Fine.
is too light, I have a blue one. It just doesn't.
No, we
erase
can
the
see it.
pencil.
It's just because
Okay.
you said it was. It's because you said it was wrong, even though it seemed right
Exactly.
that we were questioning it. But no, we could read it. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Stacy, what do you got?
Captain America trading card.
That is correct. Chad.
I was trying to figure out what the wording of this. I said superhero collector fan card.
That counts.
Okay.
Yep. We'll take that. Some sort of trading cards or fan cards. As long as you didn't say baseball cards, that's right. Kelsey, what do you got?
Babe Ruth.
All right, question number 5.
I don't know why I asked you what you got. You're not answering these questions. Go ahead, Kelsey. Sorry.
Hey, I got a question. That's what I got. In the category of fate. Oh my gosh, in the category of who said it. So sorry. In Avengers Infinity War, who says, "We're the Avengers, man"?
I feel like we hear this quote maybe a few times throughout the MCU, right? Or is it,
Maybe.
we only hear this quote once, maybe? I don't know. You would know better than me. It's a good quote, though.
I mean, these words specifically, I can really only hear coming from one character in this instance, but
True.
I'm sure we hear variations of this sentence a couple times.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chad, what do you got?
Scott Lang.
It is incorrect. Stacy?
All right. So Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Yes, we would have taken either. But yes, correct.
It's when they meet the Guardians, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Question 6, category of villains. In Iron Man 3, Ben Kingsley plays the Mandarin, who is later to be revealed as an actor by what name? Love this character. I think Kelsey and I are unanimous in that. We love this character.
We talk about how much we love this character ad nauseum on this podcast.
Yes.
I love
He's
it.
a true actor.
5,
An artiste.
Yeah.
2, 1. Stacy, what do you got?
Trevor Slattery.
That is correct. And Chad?
Was hoping she'd miss. Trevor Slattery.
That is correct.
Good job.
Sorry.
Still only a 3-point lead, which means anything in this match, in this league, with the talent we got here. Question 7. Kelsey, take it away.
In the category of Disney Plus, in the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, what museum does Sam Wilson donate the Captain America shield to?
This is a fun question because even if you don't know it, there's still, some good options that you could just probably think of off the top of your
Yeah.
head. Just museums in general. So
Process of elimination.
just about guessing the right one, I guess. Unless it was a fake museum, but I guess we just kind of gave away that it wasn't just by talking.
No, it's not a made-up museum.
I had already written my answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chad, what do you got?
Is that American History Museum?
That is incorrect. Stacy?
The Smithsonian.
That is correct.
That is
Stacy
correct.
goes up by 4.
I didn't know you could just say the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian is a group of a lot of different museums. I would have just said the Smithsonian if I knew you could just put a general group of museums.
Okay, do you want to challenge it?
Yes.
Okay. So we have come back from our challenge, and the question said what museum, not which museum institution. And we learned that the Smithsonian is an institution with a bunch of different museums as a collective. And because Chad lives close to DC, we took his word for it, but we did look further into research and we did realize that there are many different museums under the Smithsonian. So Stacy was definitely right with the Smithsonian, but Chad, we are also going to award a point because he was correct in that he said the American History Museum in the Smithsonian. He didn't say the Smithsonian, but he specified even further which museum of the Smithsonian's it was in. So we are going to award the point to both of them, and Chad will contain his challenge. He will be able to use it later as well. So the score is now 6-3. So Chad keeps the gap at 3. So moving on to question 8. In Spider-Man, in which Spider-Man film will you find performances from Martin Starr, J.K. Simmons, and Kobe Smulders? It's interesting because this is a 1 in 3 shot, so it's technically multiple choice, but just a matter of picking the right one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stacy, what do you got?
I believe it's Far From Home.
That is correct. Chad, what do you got?
I also said Far From Home.
That is correct. Colby Smulders was the key there because she's only in that one, whereas Martin Starr is in all three, and J.K. Simmons is in both Far and No Way Home. That was a fun question.
That was a real thinker, Dill.
Thank you.
All right, question number. You're welcome. Question number 9 in the category of new releases. Who directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings?
I like this director, like a lot of their other work. Will not specify what other work, as to not give it away, but
I do like their other work as well, Dill. Yeah, we're not very good at keeping our commentaries too neutral.
Yeah. We got to work on that, but it's okay. I don't think it's ever helped anyone. Yeah, maybe
definitely not helping me now. So,
and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chad, what do you got?
I said Destin Daniel Cretton.
That is correct. And Stacy?
I said nothing because I don't know who that is.
So Chad narrows the gap by 2, making it 7-5. Yeah, Destin Daniel Cretton, good director. Still not a hugely famous one either, though. So that was definitely a tough one. Moving on to our 10th and final question in the category of actors and actresses. Who plays the role of Hank Pym in Ant-Man and the Wasp? Yeah, we're big fans of Destin Daniel Cretton here. We talked about Short Term 12 a few months ago for our Brie Larson podcast, and Just Mercy is a good one. Not a fan of The Glass Castle, but still a fan of his direction.
Yeah. I like that book, The Glass Castle.
Oh, yeah. We were in the same English class in his high school that read that book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
With the scary substitute who wore turtlenecks?
Yes. Hope you're not listening, scary substitute. 5, 4, 3,
I remember her name.
2, 1.
Let me do a repeat.
Oh, all right. And in actors and actresses, who plays the role of Hank Pym in Ant-Man and the Wasp? So that's Chad's first repeat. He has 2 remaining.
Do you like the Ant-Man movies, Dill?
I like the first one. I like the second one a lot more. This character, always pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Paul Rudd.
This is not Paul Rudd. But sorry.
No, I meant like Ant-Man himself.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant this. I meant this character isn't the one we're asking about, but it's okay.
No, I like Hank Pym too.
Yes. All right. And
I don't.
5, 4, 3.
Fair enough.
2,
I don't. I'm just kidding.
1. Stacy, what do you got?
I'm fine with Hank Pym, by the way. I was kidding.
Okay.
That's correct. Chad.
No, I confuse them all the time. I couldn't pull his name. I said Martin Sheen.
That's okay. So
the same person in my eyes.
The lead is back up to 3. It is 8-5. Still a very close match. I mean, if you can stay within 5, that final round can change anything. So Stacy has 8. So Stacy, you will be able to get your first pick at the wheel. But let me first explain the rules of the wheel round. In round 2, there will be a wheel. Each player will spin the wheel to determine a category. You're allowed to respin if you'd like, but if you do respin, whatever the wheel lands on, you must take. I Am Iron Man is spinner's choice. I Am Inevitable is opponent's choice. As always, there will be 5 questions, and the players will have about 15 seconds to speak their answers aloud. You do not need to use the whiteboard unless you want to use it strategically for yourself. Questions are worth 2 points, but if a competitor would like to check down a multiple choice, those will be worth 1 point. The other competitors can steal if the answer given is incorrect. Players must keep their hands on screen at all times. Chad has 2 time heists left. Stacy has 3, and they both have 1 Mjolnir since Chad was successful in his challenge. Stacy, so would you like to go first, or would you like to have Chad spin first?
I don't like a lot of choices, so I'd like to rule at least one category out and let Chad go first.
Okay.
All right.
So here's Chad's first spin.
All right, I don't need the whiteboard anymore.
It's my safety blanket, the whiteboard.
Phase 2. Chad, would you like to take phase 2, or would you like to spin again? But if you do spin again, you will have to keep whatever it lands on.
Yeah. I'm gonna tempt fate. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna tempt fate and spin again.
All right. He can do this all day. And Disney Plus.
That's what I was worried about. So let's see how this
okay.
goes.
I will be giving the questions to Chad in the realm of Disney Plus. All right. Starting with question 1. What is the name of Agnes's husband who she frequently references in WandaVision?
Oh, dang. I don't know if I'll be able to pull this, so I'm going to go multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Ralph, B, Rick, C, Ronald, or D, Rob?
I'm pretty sure it's Ralph A.
That is correct for 1 point. Navigating multiple choice very well. And question number 2. What game does Bucky play with Leah, the bartender he goes on a date with, in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Board game, I meant to say.
That was a while ago I saw this one. All right, yeah, multiple choice on this one as well.
Is it A, Connect 4, B, Go Fish, C, Battleship, or D, Guess Who?
I'm a guess who.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
So for the 1 point steal, Stacy, what game does Bucky play with Leah, the bartender he goes on a date with in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I think it's C, Battleship.
That is correct for a 1 point steal.
Nice.
So the lead still remains at 3. Question 3 in Disney Plus. What 1984 hit by Bonnie Tyler is featured in the opening sequence of episode 2 in Loki titled The Variant?
Interesting. Bonnie Tyler hit, huh? All right, let's go multiple choice again.
Is it A, Total Eclipse of the Heart, B, It's a Heartache, C, Holding Out for a Hero, or D, The River?
I'm going to say Total Eclipse of the Heart.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Stacy, for the 1 point steal.
That
What
was the
1984 hit by Bonnie Tyler is featured in the opening sequence of episode 2 in Loki titled The Variant? Is it A, Total Eclipse of the Heart, B, It's a Heartache, C, Holding Out for a Hero, or D, The River?
The only one I knew for sure was a Bonnie Tyler song was A. So let me just go with like the obvious C.
That is correct. Holding Out for a Hero.
It's my other choice.
And you still got 2 more questions left. This is a hard category and one that has not been spun before.
It is.
So navigating it well.
Hard category. I didn't know this.
Question 4. In Hawkeye, according to Yelena herself, who hired Yelena to kill Clint Barton?
I really don't know the name of this person, so multiple choice.
Is it A, Kingpin, B, Jack Duquesne, C, Eleanor Bishop, or D, Kazi?
Eleanor Bishop?
That is correct. Kate Bishop's mother herself was hired Yelena to kill Clint Barton. All right.
Plot twist.
Final question. Yeah, sorry if you haven't seen the show, people listening. Spoiled that for you. Question 5. What is the phrase Stephen Grant commonly uses when ending a phone call with his mother in Moon Knight?
Oh my God. This is the most recent one I watched, but this is a tough one, I think. Multiple choice.
All right, I'm going to say these all in a British accent. Is it A, late as gators, B, in a while crocodile, C, love you, mean it, or D, night, sleep tight?
Oh.
I can say those in a normal accent if you'd like.
No, can you repeat it and then also just still do it in that accent?
Okay, yeah, sure. The whole question or just the options?
Just the options.
Okay, so this does not count as a repeat. Is it A, late as gators, B, in a wild crocodile, C, love you, mean it, or D, night, sleep tight?
this could be any of these really in my head. I'm just going to go with A, the Gators one.
Gators is correct for 1 point. Ending on a very strong note. That is a very hard category, and you just beasted through multiple choice there. So good job, Chad.
Like 2 steals.
Yeah. Well, but still, you kept the gap narrow because of the 1 point check down. So the score is now 10-8, and we are on Stacy's spin.
Oh
yeah. Now I have to.
Yep. Anything can happen with some multiple choice and steals, and villains is going to be your category.
Villains last time.
Would you like to keep villains or spin again and tempt fate?
It was good to me. It's definitely not my favorite, but I don't want scores and soundtrack. All right. I'm gonna tempt fate. I'm gonna probably do the same thing Chad did, and I'm gonna get the one I don't want. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. Oh!
What?
Wow!
Go!
Scores!
Oh,
wow!
You cannot script that.
Alrighty. Question number 1. On what MCU soundtrack will you find the songs "King's Dead," "Pray for Me," and the Oscar-nominated original song "All the Stars"?
Multiple choice.
Okay. A, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. B, Thor Ragnarok. C, Black Panther. Or D, Captain America Civil War.
Can you repeat the whole question?
I sure can.
Yep.
All right. On what MCU soundtrack will you find the songs "King's Dead," "Pray for Me," and the Oscar-nominated original song "All the Stars"? A, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. B, Thor Ragnarok. C, Black Panther. Or D, Captain America Civil War.
I'm gonna go Black Panther. C.
That is correct.
That's correct for 1 point.
All right, question number 2. What song is playing in Wong's earbuds in the library scene in Doctor Strange?
Single Ladies.
That is correct.
For 2 points.
Question number 3. At the beginning of Spider-Man Far From Home, the In Memoriam tribute created by the students of Midtown High is set to what famous ballad?
I did not look at songs at all. Only composers. Multiple choice. Damn it.
Okay. A, Angel by Sarah McLachlan. B, Everybody Hurts by Rem. C,
R.E.M.
R.E.M. Sorry. I was like, I was
okay.
We're late 90s children. We're late 90s.
Yeah, let's go with I'm a late 90s child. I like that, Dylan.
C, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Or D, See You Again, Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, God. I have to go.
Make sure we can see your hands, Stacey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just want to make sure you're not looking up.
Most depressing option, thanks to animal commercials, and say Angel by Sarah McLachlan.
It is
It
incorrect.
is incorrect.
So Kelsey's going to ask the question and the options to Chad for the 1 point steal.
Alrighty. At the beginning of Spider-Man Far From Home, the In Memoriam tribute created by the students of Midtown High is set to what famous ballad? Angel by Sarah McLachlan. Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. C, I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Or D, See You Again, Wiz Khalifa.
I'm pretty sure I love this scene, and it's I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
That's correct
That
for
is
a 1
correct.
point steal.
That was my
Narrowing the gap.
It's so hot. I'm sweating in my room right now. Okay,
How many
question
do I
number
have
4.
left today? 2?
Yeah, 2
Four?
questions left.
Okay.
Question number 4. Who won the Oscar for composing the score for Black Panther?
Crap. Multiple choice. Damn it.
A, Hans Zimmer. B, James Newton Howard. C, Terrence Blanchard. Or D, Ludwig Grasa, Gra, or
It's
oh
that
my
one.
gosh, I can't even say it.
It's Goranson, I think.
Yes.
Goranson.
Goranson.
You're
Yeah,
correct.
You're
Damn
correct
it.
for 1 point.
So mad.
And that was
People
the only MCU composer that you
Yeah,
said.
that was
the
the
answer.
only one that was MCU.
And your last question, Stacy, question number 5. What song is playing when Peter enters the homecoming dance?
In Spider-Man Homecoming.
No idea.
We're going
Multiple choice.
All right.
I'm not going to even know.
A, Space Age Love Song by Flock of Seagulls. B, The Underdog by Spoon. C, Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones. Or D, Can't You Hear Me Knocking by the Rolling Stones.
I want it to be C. I don't know if it is, but I want that to be the right answer, so I'm going to say C.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
That song plays over the credits, so it is in the movie. But
Right.
So Kelsey will be asking the question and multiple choice options to Chad for another 1 point steal. Kelsey, go ahead.
That song actually plays when he's doing his friendly neighborhood Spider-Man montage. Anyway.
Yes. It plays twice. It plays in the credits too. I like the credits.
Fine.
Just glad it's in the movie. Glad I picked one in the movie.
I'll give you that, Dill. What song is playing when Peter enters the homecoming dance in Spider-Man Homecoming? A, Space Age Love Song by Flock of Seagulls. B, The Underdog by Spoon. C, Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones. Or D, Can't You Hear Me Knocking by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I love C and D. I don't think it's B. I'm going to go A.
That is correct.
That is
for
correct.
1 point steal. So this round, very interesting because 2 very hard categories that both maneuvered very well, especially with the steals. So now the score is 14-10. So Chad stays within 4 of Stacy. And we move into round 3. The rules of round 3. Players will choose 3 numbers at random out of 15, which will correlate to 3 predetermined categories. The first question will be worth 2 points, that is mild difficulty. The second question, 3 points, which is medium difficulty. And the third question will be worth 5 big points, hard difficulty. Player with the most points at the end will win. Unless it's tied, then a sudden death showdown will occur. And we have questions ready for that. Players must have their hands on screen at all times. Players, you each have 2 time heists now remaining. And you each have a Mjolnir if you choose to use one. So, Stacy, you decided, or you're in the lead, so you get to decide your 3 numbers. Which 3 numbers between 1 and 15 would you like?
I would like 11, 6, and 9.
11, 6, and 9. And Chad, what would you like?
1 through 15, you said?
Yep.
11, 6, 9. Let me do 3, 7, 13.
3, 7, and 13. So, Chad, you were down by 4. So we're going to start with you with your 2-pointer in category 3, which corresponds to Captain America.
Okay.
All right. His nickname, it was Fate. It was Fate. Anyway, Stan Lee says the line, "I thought he'd be taller," when referencing Cap in what film?
I think that is Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
That is Captain America, the first Avenger. We
Really?
first see Cap in the suit. Okay. Next is your 3-pointer in category 7, which is Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Familiar category for Chad today. What is the name of the location where the TVA prunes variant timelines to in Loki?
Oh my God.
And 5, 4.
Give me a repeat real quick.
Yep. And you're down to 1 repeat. What is the name of the location where the TVA prunes variant timelines to in Loki? 5, 4.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna pull a Harry Potter, say Department of Mysteries.
That is incorrect. A fun guess, but it is the Void. The Void. All right, so you still have your
Chad.
5-pointer here. Still have your 5-pointer here to send it back to Stacy, who will have to answer some questions to avoid the TKO. Your category 13 corresponds to Phase 3. Phase 3. In what Phase 3 film will you find the line, "Who puts mayo on a hot dog"?
That would be Avengers Endgame.
That is correct for 5 big points.
That's
He doesn't get his
5-pointer?
2 or his 3.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know.
it is tough.
It's a quote, I guess.
I wouldn't have known that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, they eat food in a lot of movies. Anyway, so that gives it back to Stacy, who now has to hit some questions. If she hits any of her questions, she will win, but it depends on if she knows these questions in these categories. So, Kelsey, you will get to ask the questions to Stacy, starting with her first category, which is 11, in the category of Spiderman.
Okay, let me just scroll down to that box. Okay, here it is. All right. In Spider-Man Far From Home, what type of necklace does Peter get for MJ?
The Black Dahlia necklace.
And your winner, with her first win, Stacy the Feisty Phoenix Morris. Congratulations, Stacy. That was a well-fought match. Didn't go your way, Chad, but you hit that big 5-pointer that I didn't know. Apparently, everyone else thought it was easy, but I thought it was very hard. You nailed that 5-pointer and made it much more intense at the end. How do you feel about your very, very tight margin loss?
Oh my God. I mean, I was just telling, because I know Stacy's been saying she's going to lose this whole time. I was telling her that her base knowledge is fierce. And, mine, I need to watch the movies more. I think she's probably watched these movies a lot more than I have, actually. I mean, I did okay. I need to just kind of go through them all again. I did a big Phase 3 rewatch, and then I was not studying actual questions too much and facts, outside of just doing a general rewatch, and loving it. I mean, spinning. I didn't do great in round 1, which kind of probably in my head sent my momentum down a little bit. And then was well, now I need to work from behind. And then I spun again. I think I probably would have done much better on Phase 2, but I was actually trying to get a scores and soundtracks or, something that's more peripherals instead of plot heavy. And, I didn't get a lot of steals in hers either. I got a couple, but she got the same amount that I did. So, it was very tough against Stacy today. She played really, really well. And, I lucked out with the 5-pointer. That was a pretty easy one. It is what it is. Next time, maybe not, spin again or, I don't know, maybe luck will be in my favor next time. And that Michael Douglas question, I was sitting there I know this guy, I know this actor. Michael Keaton's real name is Michael Douglas, and he can't be Michael Douglas because there's already a Michael Douglas. I should have been able to pull that, and I'm just these dumb mistakes sometimes happen. Yeah. So it is what it is. Congrats, Stacy.
You very famously, your first match played with 0 studying, and now you playing with your first bout of studying, you did very well. So I can't even imagine what you're going to be in the next match, which we've heard some rumors that both your wife Carrie and your friend Noah want to face you. So would you be up to doing a triple threat match with them?
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Bring it on.
All right. So that might be on the horizons. And then we go to Stacy. Stacy also spun a very tough wheel category, but I think that round 1 lead really helped give you a nice cushion, and you did hit that crucial 2-pointer in round 3. How do you feel about your victory, your first win?
I'm very excited about it. I do think Chad did get some hard questions. I didn't know. I mean, I got the Disney Plus deals with multiple choice, but I wouldn't have gotten them if he had done 2-pointers, most likely. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah. Is there anyone you have your eyes on maybe to face in a future match now that you've gotten your first win under your belt?
I do want to rematch with Corey, but I mean, I will take on. I'm not take on I'll take on anybody, but I'm up for whatever.
Cool. Kelsey, what are your thoughts on this match? I mean, these two played really, really well.
This is super exciting. I've been sitting here sweating, and it's not just because my room is so hot. It's because, this is a really good back and forth. I feel like I was watching a good tennis match here. Both of our competitors got two, categories in the wheel round that they, both were dreading. They both said at one point that, that would have been their last choice, if anything. And they both navigated multiple choice really, really well. And, it goes to show like how much it is, like knowledge obviously helps with these things, but it's also luck of the draw, man. And when when the wheel just isn't in your favor, the wheel comes for us all, So
yeah.
I wouldn't beat yourself up too much, Chad. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, it was a very well fought match.
It's all
very
good,
tight
man.
score. 16-15. I mean, you can't get closer than that. So thank you both so much. Chad, where can they find you if they want to check you out?
Oh yeah, good. I don't know if you've heard of it, but on the Dill Pickle Movie Network, you can find me on Picture This. This month we're doing 2012 movies. It's a bit of a retrospective that Dylan is doing. It's going to be very fun. I'm excited. I like a lot of these movies. There's one I really don't like, but we'll have to find out what that is later. I do a bunch of trivia everywhere, debate over at like TMG Land. I do. It's movie battlegrounds, so I face a lot of people. I faced Alan Shepard, and then I'm going to face another guy soon. I don't know if that's announced yet. I think it might be. It's Sean Hunter. That I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I also do on the Nerd Entertainment Network, I do a podcast show called Welcome to Primetime. And that's a really fun time. We've been doing a lot of Buffy talk recently, just kind of like ranking, episodes and stuff like that from the different seasons. Had a lot of fun doing that. What?
Said Hush. Number one.
Oh, and then also, yes. Oh, well, yeah, that's a great one for sure. And then we also are doing tonight airing, but you can find this whenever this drops. We're doing a Fangoria Chainsaw Awards 2022 kind of like discussion where we just talk about the winners and stuff like that, just celebrating horror of 2021. On my own kind of channel, Chadwick Webb, that I do, we did a MCU Phase 1 ranking. When unfortunately didn't have Dylan there on that one, but maybe a future one. But we had me, my wife Carrie, and my friend James Tancock, and we had just ranked Phase 1, trying to space it out a little bit. There's a lot of movies out there. So.
Nice. Mm-hmm. And you guys will see Chad and Carrie taking on Noah in a triple threat match because, as Chad has always said, he can do this all day. So we will have him back in the league very soon. And then Stacy, where can they find you? What are you up to?
I think, I'm not even positive, but I think I'm on all the socials as Stacy LM78, at least probably most of them. That's what I am. I don't know. And I occasionally judge on Movie Battleground once in a while, and that's pretty much it. Cool. I would love to do any your draft show or whatever.
Yeah, we have some ideas up on the horizon soon that we'd love to have you on for as well. So, stick around, everyone, because there's a match coming up after this. Matt Chapman, who still has not given me a nickname. I don't know why he refuses, but I told him if he wants to play in this match, he's got to give me a nickname. So we'll see if he's going to forfeit to Zach or if there will be even a match. We'll find out. And Zach, the Nexus Being Love, 0-2, looking for his first win as well. So stay tuned for that. This was Stacy versus Chad, a very tight score, 16-15, a very well fought match. And we're back for the second half of this doubleheader. If you notice, I am all alone because Kelsey decided to go get married today. Just kidding. She's not getting married, but she's at a wedding. She might be getting married. She didn't tell me. She said she was going to a wedding. I assume she was attending as a guest. But here's the second half of the doubleheader. Matt versus Zach, the Nexus Being Love. The interesting thing is that Matt still hasn't given me a nickname, and now the time is ticking because he is supposed to give me a nickname. Otherwise, he has to automatically forfeit the match. So Zach might get his first win on a technicality. So I'm going to introduce them, and if Matt doesn't have a name, then he's going to have to suffer his first and only loss so far. But first, let's bring in the first of the two competitors. Searching for his first win, he's currently 0-2, but he is no stranger to the channel. It is from Recipe from Reality. It is Zach, the Nexus Being Love. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing great. I'm the Nexus Being. Wanda is my mom. My multiverse of madness. Get it? Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Zach, how you feeling? You know, you two matches. You can't seem to get it at the end of the wire, but you always start off strong. What is going to be your strategy going into this match against Matt, who supposedly doesn't like Marvel movies, can't be bothered to watch them?
I don't know, man. Like, hope for a miracle at this point. I feel like every time I like get super close, and then I've never made it to the last round before. If that makes any sense, I've never made it to that final round because I've always come in a little bit under. So I'm hoping for a win. I'm hoping that the Infinity Stones are on my side today, but we'll find out, I guess, right?
We will. So now bringing in your competitor, again, he has to tell me a nickname for the show. That's one of the rules we have. And JD, I made a special deal with JD. He said, I will not choose a nickname until I win a match. Matt didn't have that luxury, so let's hope that he has come up with some sort of nickname. Otherwise, this is an automatic forfeit. So bringing down to the stage is Matt. Matt, do you have a nickname?
Okay. I decided.
Okay.
Originally, I couldn't be bothered to give you a nickname, but then I thought about it. Why would you even deserve my real name? I mean, this is a children's show. So I decided get rid of that name altogether. I'm Matt Fisto.
Wow, and that immediate name change as well in the label. Wow, okay. So we have a name. It is Matt Fisto going up against Zach, the Nexus Being Love. We have our two competitors up there ready to start this match. Matt, any last words before we get into it? This is your first match, but you are also no stranger to the channel. Are you ready to get to it?
This is my first match, and there's something about Matt, taking on the persona of Mephisto, which MCU fans were just so juiced for. They wouldn't stop talking about it. And then when they didn't get it, they all were just little entitled, little whiny people about it. You know what? You guys deserved Ralph Boner.
Well,
if it's any consolation, I thought that was a funny joke.
Well, let's see if this match will be a funny joke or if it'll be a landslide either way. Let's get to it. The rules of round number one. Players, you guys know the deal. You'll be asked 10 questions in the realm of the MCU. Players will have 15 seconds to write their answer. Unless you guys write it super quick and I feel like, you guys have it down, then I might shorten the time. But, if you want to repeat, if you want time, you have time heist. Players will reveal their written answers and speak them aloud. As always, each question is only worth 1 point here, but if you get all 10 questions, you'll be asked a bonus question. You must keep your hands on the screen at all times. And yes, you do have a time heist and repeat. Those are repeats. And a Mjolnir, which is a challenge. If you feel like the question has been ruled unfairly, please, Matt Fisto, please make the challenges within reason. We can't be here all day. So, Matt Fisto, are you ready to get to your first match?
I would actually like to issue a challenge outright just before we even start, and that is because this is an MCU match, and MCU stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe, and as we all know, the MCU isn't cinema.
Well, unfortunately, would you like to waste your challenge right off the bat here? Because I can tell you
yes,
right now,
I would love for him to waste it. Yes,
you've shown your true colors there, Dylan. I'm not going to leave it up to your bias. So no, okay. I will not waste it.
All right, Zach, are you ready to go?
Oh yeah.
All right. Then let's get to it. I'm asking all the questions today, so I gotta get my voice all nice and ready. But I promise Kelsey has looked over these questions, so we're all set and we're all good to go. And I've consulted her about any possible challenges that could happen, hoping there aren't any. But if there are, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Question 1 in the category of Phase 1. What alias does Natasha... Oh my God, I almost gave away the answer. What alias does Natasha Romanoff give Tony while posing as a woman from Legal in Iron Man 2? I might have just had a huge blunder there. I almost said the answer in the question. That is a rookie mistake on my bad, but it's okay because I think you both know the answer. Let's see. Starting off on a little bit of a speed bump. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt Fisto, what do you got?
I believe it's Natalie Rushman.
Yeah, just make sure we can see the full. Yep, there it is. First point ever.
I just said Natalie.
You know what? I didn't say
we did
full
not
name.
specify full name.
I did not specify a full name, because it's the first question, I will give it to you. I did not specify full name. You could have asked for clarification. Matt, are you already challenging it?
No, I'm not going to challenge it. I would like a half point.
That won't happen.
That's not how this works.
But if we get to sudden death, maybe I'll ask what was her last name, so you can both just get that courtesy point.
Oh,
all right,
God.
moving on to question 2. I see already out the gate for question 1. I'm already slacking a little bit, but I will make sure to clarify if we need a full name or not going forward. Phase 2 is your second category, as always. In Thor: The Dark World, Jane Foster comes in contact with the Ether, also known as what? Reality Stone or Infinity Stone. Oh my God, I did it again, guys. This is why. I'm just basically giving free points now. Matt, you can show it too. I made a mistake. Matt, if you would like
to be fair, I think we both knew that.
We did both know that.
It's okay.
I think I should lose a point for this. I feel like I'm playing against myself. So what I'm gonna do is
I lost to you, Dylan. I lost to you.
I
can't believe it.
I'm shifting the document over so I can't see the answers when I ask the questions. So that is now 2 questions where I've given away the answer in the middle.
It's
of the
just a clean slate. Hey, listen, this is an 8-question round.
It's 10. Yeah, it's 8 now. So
no, it's an 8-question round.
A 2-point bonus. In category 3, phase 3. What is the name of T'Challa's ex-girlfriend, played by Lupita Nyong'o in Black Panther? I did not say the answer in there. I figured they would have gotten reality soon either way. Matt, make sure we can see your hands, just because. Ooh, we may have stumped them. Maybe I should have said the answer in this question, because this one's a little harder.
I know that this isn't right, but I just have to write something down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt, what do you got?
Batman.
That is incorrect. I would have loved it if that was true. Zach, what do you got?
I wrote Sochi, as in Sochi Gomez, who was just a different character. Wow, I can't believe it.
The answer was Nakia.
God damn it!
I knew that. Oh.
See, like, you say it, and then it's like, God damn. Okay.
It's okay. No perfect rounds, but it's
we
okay
look bad because
really
we've only gotten the ones he's given us so far.
We haven't answered any questions.
Let's see if we can get this one. This one might be a little easier. Who knows? This is a fun match. I'm excited for this one. Question 4, category of the Avengers. This can apply to any of the 4 Avengers films. In Avengers Endgame, how much time passes between Thanos' snap and the Avengers time heist? We're looking for the amount of years, not seconds, not minutes, any of that. Just give us an easy amount of years. Hopefully that didn't give it away too much, but I didn't want you guys to try to count days or anything like that. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zach, what do you got?
5 years later.
That is correct. Matt?
5 years.
That is.
And I remember the gasp.
Yes.
What?
The audible gasps. All right. In category 5, who said it? Who says, "What are those? Why do you have my toes out in my lab?" I think that's supposed to say "your toes out in my lab." I blame Kelsey for that typo. She's not here, so I'm allowed to throw some shade. And 5, 4, 3. We do not need a full name, just the first name. 2, 1. And Zach, what do you got?
It's Shuri, baby.
That is correct. And Matt?
Shuri.
Yep, I think I asked that in the wrong order, but it's okay. Question number 6, great quote. Villains is the category. Johann Schmidt, or Red Skull, becomes the guardian of which Infinity Stone after Captain America, the first Avenger? Another good plot point that carries on through several films. A lot of questions about Infinity Stones. The first one I gave you the answer for. This one I did not. Let's see if you know it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt, what do you got?
Fun fact about what are those is I am an old person who didn't know that was a meme.
Soulstone is correct. And Zach?
The fun fact is I'm not. I knew what it was, but also it's the Soulstone.
And it's still tied up 5 apiece as we head to question 7, which is in the realm of Disney Plus, not Disney minus, not Disney divided by Disney Plus. In Loki, what is the name of Owen Wilson's character, the TVA analyst who seeks the help of Loki to find the variant? We will accept only the first name or the full name if you know the full name, but you only need to give me the first name if you would like. Or last name. You kind of know what I mean. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zach, what do you got?
It is not Dr. Morbius. It's Dr. Mobius M. Mobius.
That's correct. You gave us the full name. Well done. And Matt.
I didn't have it.
It's okay. And Zach takes a 1-point lead, starting off this round 1 with a little bit of the first blood. No perfect rounds, though, because we couldn't get Nakia, but that's okay. Moving on to Category 8, Spiderman. What is the name of the man who runs the deli that makes the best sandwiches in Queens in Spider-Man Homecoming? This is our hard one. I told Kelsey, I said, this is the hard one. Make sure we can see your hands. Very tough question. If you get this, I'll be impressed.
I don't know, man. I think this is right, but we're going to find out, I guess, right?
We will. We will find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt, what do you got?
I have no idea. I put Vinny.
That's a good guess, but that is not correct. And Zach?
Romero?
No, that is also incorrect. It is Mr. Delmar. Mr. Delmar.
Oh, okay.
It flows off the tongue well. Yeah, I blame Kelsey for that one as well. Question 9.
That's a great question.
Category of new releases. This could be movies or television. Which Avengers disembodied head can be seen in a glass container in the Zombies episode of What If? Tony, Kelsey, for all the easy ones she puts in some hard ones as well. These TV shows really sneak up on you sometimes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Zach, what do you got?
Scott Lang, a.k.a. Ant-Man.
That is correct. Matt?
I put Tony Stank.
Tony Stank would have also been incorrect, even if it was Tony Stark.
Oh, I put Tony Stark.
Oh, okay. Either way,
I thought you didn't like these movies, Matt. How do you know about Tony Stank?
I love bad movies. You know that. Frame Wreck. I do a show about bad movies.
All right. And we love the smack talk here. Question 10, last question in this round 1. Actors and actresses. What Academy Award winning actress plays Melina, Natasha and Yelena's mother, in Black Widow? Sometimes people are stronger with the plot stuff. Sometimes people are stronger with the IMDb stuff. Sometimes it's a mix of both. Like, sometimes you're going to get some different chocolates in the box. Let's see what we get this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt, what do you got?
I don't think I spelled it right, but it's Rachel Weisz.
That is correct.
Damn.
We'll take the spelling. Zach?
I wrote, nope, but I love Florence.
That's correct. Florence Pugh is great, but she's not the answer.
Man,
it was Rachel Weisz.
You would think that after losing these actress and actor questions so many times, I would study, and I don't.
That's okay. Zach does have a 1-point lead going into round 2. It is currently 7-6. How round 2 will work. Each player will spin a wheel, determine a category. You're allowed to respin, but whatever you respin, you must take if you spin again. I Am Iron Man is equivalent to spinner's choice. So if it's I Am Iron Man, you get to choose your category. If it's I Am Inevitable, your opponent gets to choose the category. There will be 5 questions. Players will have about 15 seconds to speak their answers aloud. Questions are worth 2 points, but if you would like to check down to multiple choice just to be safe, those will be worth 1. The other competitor can steal. If the answer is incorrect, we will read the full question with the options if it's multiple choice, and you will get to steal. Players, of course, must keep their hands on at all times. No one has wasted any repeats, so you still have all 3. And you all have a Mjolnir, since Matt's first challenge didn't technically count. So let me bring this wheel up as I ask Zach. Because you are in the lead, you get the luxury. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to spin second?
I'd like to spin first.
All right, Zach getting it out of the way. Here is the first spin. And I will make sure not to show the question doc like I have before. Phase 1. These phases. I feel like they're always spinning on the phases. Do you want to keep phase 1, or would you like to spin again and attempt fate?
Nah, I want to attempt fate. I don't know phase 1 well enough.
All right. So we're spinning again.
And watch, I'm gonna get like actors and actresses.
You were not going to get actors and actresses. You were getting.
Oh yes!
Who said it?
Oh my god!
Zach having a very emotional reaction here to who said it. So I will pull up the questions for who said it right here. All right. Question 1 in the realm of who said it. Who said the line, which happens, dads leave, no need to be a pussy about it?
Can I have multiple choice?
Yes, you can. Is it A, Gamora, B, Tony Stark, C, Peter Quill, or D, Nebula?
Peter Quill.
That is incorrect.
Tony
For the
Stark.
steal-
Tony Stark.
Okay. I'll give it to him. Tony Stark. Next time, let me read the whole question. But Matt, that is a
no.
1-point steal. Tony Stark. That's okay. Ties it up. Still very early on in this wheel round.
Say that.
Question 2. Which Guardian of the Galaxy says, "We're all standing up now. Bunch of jackasses standing in a circle" in Guardians in the Galaxy Volume 1?
Rocket Raccoon.
That is correct for 2 points. Takes another 2-point lead. And question 3. In Avengers Age of Ultron, which Avenger says, "But if you put the hammer in an elevator, ...
It's not worthy. Steve Rogers?
That is correct.
Yeah.
A very questionable one, but
That's
that was
awesome
the
because
correct
if you had said the other one, it was
No.
wrong.
I mean,
there was only two
it's
options
not.
there. Yeah.
And I just remember him. I just remember someone going, "Elevator's not worthy."
Stark says elevator's not worthy. Yeah.
Question 4. Which MCU heroine, female hero, not the drug, says, "Well, I doubt the god from space has to take an ibuprofen after a fight"?
Oh. It's Yelena.
That is correct for 2 points. Another tough question, getting 2 points on that. After a first steal, you've managed to hit your next 3. This is your final question in the realm of who said it. In Avengers Endgame, who says, "Rhodey, careful on re-entry. There's an idiot in the landing zone"?
Nebula.
That is correct for 2 points. And like that, Zach has his first ever great wheel round in trivia. He has definitely been improving, and the wheel was definitely on his side for that.
Oh.
That is correct for what's the score now? 15-7. So that's an 8-point lead for Zach. But Matt, you still have to spin. So Matt, here's your mighty spin right here. Sorry, I gotta keep calling you Matt Fisto. I keep forgetting. I keep calling you Matt for some reason.
Yeah, keep my name out of your mouth.
And it looks like it's gonna be on the line. What is it gonna be? Scores
Wow.
and soundtracks. Matt, would you like to spin again or keep it?
We're gonna spin again.
All right. So scores and soundtracks isn't gonna be the key here, unless it spins on scores and soundtracks, which it will not. It is going to be on, androids, aliens, and wizards. And this, obviously, all these questions could pertain to either a alien, android, or a wizard. Question 1. "I am sorry, that was odd" is the first line said by what android character?
Vision.
That is correct for 2 points. And now we move on to question 2. What is the name of the planet the Guardians are protecting during the opening credits of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Vormir. I have no idea.
5. That is incorrect. So now we're going to Zach for the steal. You do not get multiple choice for this one. What is the name of the planet the Guardians are protecting during the opening credits of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
I'm making this name up. Dromac.
That is incorrect. I like those planet names. Oh, I think Matt's yours is real. I don't know if Zach's is real, but I like
No, mine
Vormir is. I should have gone for
Vormir is
multiple
real.
choice. I just
It's okay.
totally blanked on that.
It's okay. The correct answer was the Sovereign. It's the gold people.
Oh, yeah.
So question 2.
Damn.
That's okay. It's
I
a tough
knew
question.
that.
What type of godlike being is Ego?
I mean, is he a living planet? Is that what you're looking for here?
I'm looking for the type of planet, so I will give you that. 5, 4, 3.
Living planet? I have no idea.
2,
Multiple choice.
1. Okay, multiple choice. Is it A, a celestial, B, an eternal, C, a beyonder, or D, a centuri?
Celestial?
That is correct. So he is.
I almost said that.
I'm not going to challenge that, but I really want to because that technically should have been the answer, but that's okay.
I mean, if you want to challenge and give him
I
more
kind
points.
of do. I kind of do. You know what? I very rarely challenge.
So you're challenging for Matt to get the point?
Oh, no. I'm challenging against Matt getting to say multiple choice after he technically gave an answer.
But I gave a correct answer. That's the thing. Based on the question. So I would like to challenge that. Okay, I am going to use my challenge. I would like to challenge that living planet is a correct answer to the question you asked.
Okay. Back from the challenge ruling, we have talked a lot about it. Technically, he is a human planet, but the very specific being that he is considering that this is an androids, aliens, and wizards category, the correct term is a celestial. That is what ego is. But because Matt did give the correct answer, I did kind of ask him to be more specific. So Zach's challenge, I'm going to kind of balance both challenges out. Matt will still get the point for Celestial. He will not get 2 points for Human Planet. So Matt is going to lose his challenge and only get the Celestial, not the Human Planet. But Zach will also lose his challenge for asking him to clarify his answer. So we're just going to keep the score as is, 15-10. So Matt will get 1 point for that because he did have the correct answer. It was prompted by my extra tidbit of information, but we talked about it. Moving on, question 4. You still have 2 questions here to get within 1 point of Zach headed into round 3. Question 4. Earth is referred to as C-53 by what alien race? Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
Yep. So that's your first repeat. Earth is referred to as C-53, C-53 by what alien race? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
1. Multiple choice. Is it A, Skrulls, B, the Kree, C, Xandarians, or D, Sicarians? Five, 4.
Kree.
That is correct for 1 point. Navigating multiple choice very, very well. Headed into his last question to stay within a few points of Zach. Question 5. What is the name of Stephen Strange's relic, the cape that chooses to protect him in Doctor Strange?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, the cape of transparency, B, the cloak of levitation, C, the cape of compatibility, or D, the cloak of preservation?
It's the cloak of levitation.
Yeah. That is correct for 1 point. Navigating multiple choice very well.
I hate that round. I hate that category.
It's a tough category, but you guys managed it very, very well. The score is currently 15-12. So really, this is as tight as it gets into a third round. This is one of the tightest matches we've had going into round 3. So how round 3 will work is players will choose 3 numbers at random out of 15, which will correlate to 3 predetermined categories. The first question will be worth 2 points, which is mild difficulty. The second question worth 3 points, which is medium difficulty. And the third question will be worth 5 whopping points, which is hard difficulty. The player with the most points at the end will win. Unless it's tied, then our first ever sudden death will occur, and that is very probable here. Yep, so Zach has 3 time heists. Matt has 2. Zach, you are in the lead, so between 1 and, what number did I say? 15. Please give us 3 numbers.
1 and 15. 3, 9, and 12.
All right, 3, 9, and 12. And Matt, what would you like your 3 numbers to be?
10, 13, and 7.
All right. So starting with Matt, your category for 10 correlates to Spiderman. So your 2-pointer coming from the realm of Spider-Man. Who does Peter Parker send to voicemail at the beginning of Spider-Man Far From Home?
Nick Fury.
That is correct for 2 points. Matt is now 1 point behind Zach, so he'll have to hit his 3 to send it back to Zach to listen to some questions, have to answer some questions. Category 13 in the realm of Thor. So it's 3 movies. In Thor Ragnarok, what planet does the Grand Master rule? And 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. Yep. That is your second repeat. You still have one more remaining. In Thor Ragnarok, what planet does the Grand Master rule? And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Party planet. I have no idea.
That is incorrect. Good guess. It is Sakaar.
I thought I might have been able to steal.
So, Matt, this is to stay alive and avoid the TKO. You will need to hit your 5-pointer, which category 7 correlates to the realm of phase 2. Phase 2. All right. To avoid the TKO and send it back to Zach and force him to answer a few questions, the category is phase 2. What is the name of the inmate that Scott Lang got into a prison fight with as a goodbye ritual in Ant-Man? We're only looking for the one name. Your first one by one name. You still have one repeat. And 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
2.
You're killing me, Matt.
Right.
You're killing me, bro.
The last repeat, and this is for all the marbles right here. What is the name of the inmate that Scott Lang got into a prison fight with as a goodbye ritual in Ant-Man?
I just watched this movie too.
And 5, 4,
Tiny.
3.
I have no idea.
And your winner in his first victory, Zach, the Nexus Being Love. He can't believe it. He has never won a match before. Honestly, that was a much closer match than I expected it to go. You guys both did a great job. Starting with you, Zach, this is your first victory against a very tough opponent too. Matt had you, neck and neck until very late in the wheel round. How do you feel this match went for you? I mean, you won your first match. Are you excited? How are you feeling?
I'm thrilled. I was worried for a second because I'll be honest, if I had stuck with scores and soundtracks, I would not have won. And if we hit I Am Inevitable and Matt got to pick, I don't think I would have survived. The Who Said It, Who Said It is my jam. I know I've watched them too many times to not know it. Matt, thank you for a great round. I know they're dumb kids movies, but they mean a lot.
And Matt, how do you feel? I mean, I know it's tough to lose your first match, but for a first match to make it all the way to a 5, I mean, a lot of people in their first match, Zach is an example, couldn't even get to round 3 at all.
I didn't get to 2.
And that's not me making fun of you, Zach, but
that's just
it's
true.
It's very tough for anyone in their first match because you when you haven't played a match, you don't know exactly what to expect when the lights are on and all that stuff. But you did very well. Are you proud of the way you performed today? What are you going to take into studying for the next match, assuming you want to still compete?
I'm going to be honest with you. I would be embarrassed to be good at this, so I'm fine with having lost.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
But I hated that category that I got in round 2. I think with a different category, we would have been maybe doing a different dance here.
That's round 2 is where the game is made or break.
Yeah, it's the equalizer. I honestly you just asked me a bunch of questions I didn't know there. I didn't expect to win at talking about silly children's movies, but I didn't expect to miss as many as I did. So I would say I would like to come back, and Zach, after I have bested some of these other morons who play this game, perhaps we can face each other again, and I can get
And Matt, I gotta give you credit. I gotta give you credit because while you didn't hit all of them 2 points, you went to multiple choice and you hit 3 of them on multiple choice. One of them, which was a tough question with the challenge, but the other one, I mean, Zach didn't steal any from you, so it was still a tough category, and you still navigated through it. I mean, other players probably would have given up 10 points, a 10-point swing. I mean, we're looking at knockout territory with most other competitors. So you did a really, really great job. And Zach,
where it doesn't really matter whether you get to the third round or not.
Right.
That's really
But yeah, Zach, you had that a little bit of a hiccup with that first question for multiple choice, but then you continued to just kind of getting those 2-pointers. Going forward, is there anyone you would like to compete against, or just kind of see now you've gotten a win under your belt? What do you think?
For Kelsey, I want my rematch. I want my win. I will prove that Kelsey won through sheer luck that first day.
Oh,
I will find a way to prove it.
Okay.
But I love Kelsey, and that's just important to me.
So, assuming you guys are both willing to continue with this, maybe some number one contenders down the line if you guys can win a few matches, because you two are some really good competitors, and I can't wait to see which one of you, if one of you or someone else ends up being the one who takes down Kelsey. Zach, Matt, do you have any specific competitors in mind aside from Zach that you would maybe like to look at as potential competitors to compete against?
Well, last time, when I came out and challenged Zach, I had the luxury of kicking him while he's down. I got to come in and kick Zach right in the butt, and then you're right in the gut, and when he was just at his lowest.
Thanks, man.
I'm thinking I might like to kick Chad while he's down. Perhaps one-on-one Chad versus Matt.
Wow, interesting. So Chad, another challenge sent for Chad. Chad has so many people coming after him, but hey, maybe Chad is gonna have to be the Captain America standing against Thanos' army and having to take on every single one of them. It looks like, Matt, you're challenging Chad for a match. Is that correct?
Yes, I will. I am laying down the Infinity Gauntlet right now.
All right. So that was a great match. Matt and Zach, again, a really, really well fought match. Thank you both for doing this. I know, Zach, you went into this knowing that you could potentially go 0-3, and that would have broken your heart. And Matt, you knew that this could have been a result as well, but you both managed to A, avoid knockouts, which is big for any first match, and B, take it to round 3 and take it to the fifth question, to 5-point question, Matt, and navigate a very tough wheel round. So congrats on both of you for a well-fought match, and congrats, Zach, for your win. Really quickly, plug yourselves. Where can they find you? I know they can find you here, but anywhere else? Matt, you go first.
I don't want anybody who watches this show to know where I am.
Okay. All right, Zach, where can they find you?
You know where you find me, right here. Join the Dill Pickle Network, Movie Network Discord. Join the Facebook group. Join everything, because that's where we keep you updated. Recipe for Reality is about to go into our favorite season, Big Brother season. Big Brother season, baby.
That's right.
So
we'll see y'all next time. Next month, we will have some returning players coming to get some of their first or second wins. And then the month after, maybe we'll see some of these faces, maybe one of your faces later. I've got some ideas brewing. So, and I'm lucky because I don't have to play anyone. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys.